forgive the lisp. I notice it, and now you're going to notice it as well. But anyway, so here I am. Here I am. I'm logged into my Now Lifestyle back office, right? And so this is your first step. If by chance you were invited to this call and you don't yet have a Now Lifestyle account, your first step, your first action step is to create your free Now Lifestyle account. So get back to whoever invited you to the call, get their link, make sure that you create your free Now Lifestyle account. That's if you don't have a Now Lifestyle account. And once you're in here, definitely take the time to watch every single video. I mean, it says right there, watch this video first for your success. You need to watch that video first for your success. This back office is loaded with videos from Joel himself where he walks you through exactly what you need to do. Okay, but I'm going to give you the big picture here in the limited amount of time that we have available. So you create your free Now Lifestyle account, get to know the products, become a product of the product, complete your fitness profile, start following the advice that Joel is teaching us, start increasing your fiber intake, start increasing your protein intake, start moderate exercise for just a few minutes every week. It makes a world of difference, and I am a perfect example of that. No exaggeration, I lost almost 40 pounds by following Joel's advice to increase fiber and increase protein. True story. Become familiar with the products. Now, once you're familiar with the products, the next thing you want to do, because you're seeing how they work for you, is you want to share those products with others. You want to build a business by sharing products with others that work, right? That's why you want to click on this reseller tab here. And if you're not already, that's why you want to become a reseller, because when you become a reseller, you're now able to take those products and sell them and earn commissions on them. So if you already have your Now Lifestyle account, your next action step at this point is to create or is to become a reseller, VIP or platinum as it's called. There are two different types of resellers, VIP or platinum, but either way, your next step is to become a reseller, right? And once you upgrade your account, you will have access to this tab, which has the reseller tools on it. Now, moving over to the Now Lifestyle product suite, the next thing, now that you have these products, the next thing now is, okay, great. How do I find people to whom I can sell these products, right? And so what I just did was I clicked on the product suite tab, and then one of the sub tabs there is the lead capture system. Okay, now, this lead capture system, it's sometimes confusing to people, but it's very, very easy to understand. This lead capture system, these are basically buckets of traffic, if you will, based on ad campaigns that the company, that Now Lifestyle, is running for you. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Okay, here's where we solve one of the biggest challenges folks are facing. So there are, for example, I think currently 12 or 13 of these traffic buckets based on campaigns that the company is running for you. And what I mean by that is one of the things that distinguishes Now Lifestyle from any direct sales company that I've ever seen out there is that the company will run ad campaigns on your behalf so that you don't have to learn how to master and run those ad campaigns. And then all you simply do is invest monthly, whatever works for your budget, in the leads that are generated by those ad campaigns. And so I'll give you a perfect example, right? So every month, Joel Tarian, the founder and CEO of Now Lifestyle, every single month, he is running ads on Facebook, and he's literally paying tens of thousands of dollars every single month to run ads on Facebook that generate qualified and targeted leads for you, because the leads are the lifeblood of your business, of any business, right? And if any of you, just using Facebook as an example, if any of you have tried to run ads on Facebook, it is extremely difficult. And without a doubt, you will spend more money than you make, at least initially, because there's a learning curve, and the nature of advertising is trial and error, testing and tweaking, and most of what you try won't work, And then over time, literally tens of thousands of dollars later, you'll probably find an ad campaign that works, okay? And so now you're paying every month literally thousands of dollars for that ad campaign. And that doesn't mean it's going to run forever. You still have to get in there and tweak because algorithms change, audiences change, and so forth. So it is a massive undertaking, and it is not something that you really should undertake or nor anything that you need to worry about when it comes to Now Lifestyle, because the company runs those campaigns and all of those leads end up in these lead capture system campaigns in your Now Lifestyle back office. And so, for example, here's one called Now Lifestyle Paid Leads. And so when you invest monthly, and the way you do that, by the way, is you click on reseller tools where I was just a moment ago, and you see these first two tabs where it says build your downline with guaranteed paid signups or build your list with leads. That is where you can purchase traffic. That is where you can purchase leads to build your business. And so, for example, when you click on the build your list with leads and you place an order for leads, and this is something that you should do on a monthly basis, because as with any legitimate business, you need to invest in traffic for your business, right? And you do whatever you can afford, but when you purchase those leads, they end up in, for example, this Now Lifestyle Paid Leads campaign. I mean, that right there alone, folks, that is a perfect example of what I mean when I say that we have solved the biggest stumbling blocks and the biggest challenges you face, because I know everyone here watching the live or watching the replay, every single one of us has been down that road where the biggest challenge we run into is running out of people with whom we can share the products. We run out of potential customers, right? That is one of the biggest challenges that Now Lifestyle solves. So, so you purchase those leads on a monthly basis. They show up in your lead capture system. Well, now your next challenge here is you need to follow up with those leads. And for so many of us, this is, second nature. But just to emphasize this, simply having leads is not enough to sustain and grow and build your business, because what you need to do is you need to follow up with those leads, and you need to build a know, like, and trust relationship with those leads. It's why you may have heard that adage about how in advertising, any form of advertising, it typically takes 7 or 8 or 9, if not more, exposures to an ad for a product or a service before someone makes that buying decision. And so it's no different here. Simply sending a single email to a prospect, or maybe 2 emails, or maybe you do like a broadcast once every now and then, is not sufficient. It's again where most people fall short. Just because someone walks into your, as an analogy, just because someone walks into your bricks and mortar store doesn't mean they're going to buy something. The first time they walk into your store doesn't mean they're going to buy something. But if you're a smart store owner, what you're doing when they walk in that first time is you're capturing their name and their email address and their phone number. You put them on your mailing list. And now once a week or once a month, you're sending a flyer of some sort to their home address or something of that nature to bring them back to the store, to keep building that relationship with them. It's no different with online marketing. And in many ways, it is really the secret, I think, when it comes to success online, because we are in the business of relationship building, and you want to build those relationships. And the way you do it with these leads is by following up with them. Now, if I move over to messages here, and I'm going to click on follow up in the left margin, and you'll notice now that I'm taken just to a different page. Now on this page, for each of those buckets, those lead capture system campaigns, I can select those in this drop-down menu. And so by default here, I have this amazing campaign selected, and you'll notice that for this particular campaign, there are no follow-up messages. So now I'm going to move on and show you how to solve this next challenge you're facing, which is how do you follow up with your prospects without and here's the key, without spending hours a day, literally writing autoresponder messages, thinking about what to write, taking time to figure out how to actually use the autoresponder system, because these are the places where people kind of get wrapped around the axle, right? Because they know, okay, I have leads. All right, I know I need to be sending those leads follow-up messages. I need to be crafting these well-written, well-formatted follow-up messages which pique their curiosity, which compel them to take action, which provide them with value. That's what you need to do. That is how you build know, like, and trust with prospects. The problem there is that most of us, myself included, don't have the time or the know-how, which is fine, to write those kinds of messages, and let alone do it consistently. I mean, if you're here and you've been on Joel's list for a while, Joel sends out messages sometimes 3 times a day, 2 or 3 times a day, every single day without fail. Well, why is he doing that? He's doing that precisely for the reason that I'm sharing with you. By constantly sending out those messages, he's keeping Now Lifestyle in front of people. He's keeping your attention. He's sharing value with you. He's building know, like, and trust. That's why he's doing it, and that's why you need to do it as well, except we don't all have the time and the skills that requires. And so what I'm going to show you now is another product that's built into the Now Lifestyle back office. You'll find it as well under reseller tools, and it's 10x Blogger. And what 10x Blogger does is all the heavy lifting for you when it comes to those follow-up messages, when it comes to building the know, like, and trust with your prospects. And you never, ever have to write a single autoresponder message. And I'm going to show you very quickly how that works, right? So here I am. I'm logged into my Bloggle back office, and you know, when you get started with 10x Blogger, you have a series of how-to videos that explain everything. I'm just kind of brushing over with broad strokes now. All of that is explained to you in detail. For now, I just kind of want you to see the big picture. So don't get caught up in the mechanics of how you do things. What I really want you to understand above all and see here is how in Now Lifestyle, everything you need you'll find in one place, whether it's the products, whether it's the traffic to sell those products, and whether it's the follow-up, the relationship building with those prospects to make them or turn them into buying customers, right? So I'm going to log into my Bloggle back office. As always, I don't have my password here, but I'm going to go ahead and paste this password here. And you'll notice in just a moment, I'm going to see here all of my lead capture system campaigns that I saw in my Now Lifestyle back office. Look, there is the Now Lifestyle paid leads one right there. There is the amazing campaign one right there. Let me just make sure that everything is good here. I'm just looking at the comments. Yeah, everything was good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use 10x Blogger, and I'm going to select the amazing campaign. This is the amazing campaign. Remember, they're in my Now Lifestyle back office. I'm going to select the amazing campaign, and I'm going to click on load messages, and it'll say, please wait, something awesome in progress. Now, this process maybe takes a couple of minutes, but what's happening behind the scenes is that 10x Blogger is now connecting to, in this case, this particular campaign, which I selected, the amazing campaign. I could just as easily select all of these campaigns, because you'll notice that all of these campaigns here correspond to all of these campaigns in the Now Lifestyle back office, right? And what is happening here behind the scenes is that 10x Blogger is uploading, preloading 60, for starters, 60 follow-up messages that are going to be sent to everyone in this particular campaign, this amazing campaign. And so we have this success leaves clues theme throughout these messages. And basically over the course of 60 messages, we feature, I think, 150 people. Like each person is a clue, right? So success leaves clues and follow the success of others. And so we feature, I think, 150 people. These are real people who have had real results with Now Lifestyle. Okay, and so we have testimonials, we have all sorts of social proof in these messages, and they will get sent to all of the prospects automatically. You don't have to write these messages. They will get sent every single day for 60 days to every single prospect in this particular campaign that we just selected. And why does that matter? Because what you're basically doing on autopilot is you are building a know, like, and trust relationship with these prospects, right? So keep this in mind. Like, again, keep the big picture in mind here, okay? Let me sort of step back and look at this. You identified Now Lifestyle as a company with genuine products, health products, digital products that have the ability to impact people's lives, that truly are changing people's lives. And there are so many examples of folks like that, myself included. So you've identified a company which has those life-changing products, competitively priced, authentic, genuine value. Now, the next thing you want to do is, because you witnessed how those products work, because you become a product of the product, the next thing you want to do now is share those products with others. This is why it's so important to become a product of the product, because it really raises your belief level. And if you truly believe, when I'm talking to, some mom on the playground and, the subject of health or fitness comes up, it's almost natural. It's very easy for me to say, hey, you know what? This has actually happened to me. This happened to me just a couple of weeks ago. And a friend of ours, she said, wow, you really lost weight. What have you done? Well, it's very easy for me to say to her, you know what? There's this thing called Now Lifestyle, and by following what they teach, by increasing my fiber intake, by increasing my protein intake, I was able to lose weight. You're not even selling at that point. You're just sharing what you truly believe in, right? So you've identified the products. Now you want to sell those products. You want to be a reseller of those products. Well, where do you get eyeballs? Where do you get traffic? I just showed you in the Now Lifestyle back office, you can purchase leads. You can purchase guaranteed paid signups that all end up in your Now Lifestyle back office. Okay, that's great. Well, now, how do I build a relationship with those leads? How do I build know, like, and trust with those leads, that they become comfortable with me, they get to know me, and they get to know the products that we are selling? Well, that's what I just showed you just now with 10X Blogger. And if you look at this closely, it says just uploaded 60 HTML text messages to, in this case, the amazing campaign, right? So if I just reload this page here, and let me just click on reload, whereas previously there were no messages, well, now look what just appeared. All of these messages, 60 of them, featuring 150 different real people who've had real results with Now Lifestyle. And if I just click on one of these, just to give you a quick idea of what they look like, here's kind of what they look like. And each email features 2 or 3 different people who have had very real results with Now Lifestyle. And these are professionally formatted, well-written autoresponder messages that you didn't have to write. Okay, that you didn't have to write. And that's really it in a nutshell. Now, there are a couple of other things. And again, I'm simplifying this so you see the big picture. But what you should do, what's kind of fun to do now that the heavy lifting is done for you and you don't have to get bogged down in figuring out how the autoresponder works and how to write messages and what to say and so forth. What's kind of fun now to do is on a weekly basis, maybe twice a week, click on this broadcast tab here on the left. And this is where you can send broadcast messages to your list. So you can write a message that gets sent to your entire campaign all at once, right? And it only happens like on demand, whenever you actually trigger a broadcast. And it's a great opportunity for you to share some aspect of you. This is your opportunity to shine and go above and beyond the messages that are written for you and to share some aspect of your story. So let's say, and this is quite possible because it happened to me, a week into increasing your fiber and protein intake, you find that you've lost like 3 pounds. Entirely possible, certainly happened with me. That's a great aspect of your story that you can now share with your list, with these leads that you purchased. And now you're personalizing it. People love to hear your story. Celebrate your successes, your wins, no matter how small they are. People resonate with that. Okay, so use that broadcast feature in addition to all of this automation that's available to you. Use that broadcast feature, share some win or celebrate some success. Or if you figured out, even if it's something a bit more technical, if you figured out, how to do something with the page builder here in your Now Lifestyle back office, share that with people. That's how you build rapport. That's how you build a relationship with people. And if you're consistent about doing everything I just explained to you, if you're consistent about doing everything I just explained to you, you will start to see results. And folks, that in a nutshell is how you build this business. Not just how you get healthier and more fit with the health products, because those work, but here's how you can actually build a business, an income stream, by sharing those products with others, by using all of these automation tools available to you. And that really is as simple as it gets. I mean, and again, I'm giving you sort of the broad aerial view, but your takeaway here should be, wow, everything I need for whatever your goals or objectives are, whether it's simply to get healthier or more fit, or build a side business, working from home, online, part-time, everything you need is right here, from the products to the traffic to the relationship building tools to help you see results. And that is what is so remarkable about Now Lifestyle. That so much effort over time has been put into giving you everything you need in one place to help you see results. You don't have to go to another place to buy lead capture pages. You don't have to go to another place to sign up for autoresponders. You don't have to go to another place for any other of the marketing tools that you typically need to build a business online. Everything you need is right here. And that should be your takeaway from this call. And what I just demonstrated, albeit in broad strokes very quickly, is how you can tie all of that together. So that's it, folks. I try to keep these calls like under 30 minutes because believe me, I could go on and on and on. Let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen there, and let me come back to any comments or questions. Are there any comments or questions? Terrence just said,